The rain hammered against the glass windows of a high-rise office. Inside, Michael sat at his desk, his tie loosened, his eyes staring blankly at the glowing numbers on his screen. The numbers didn't lie. His company was bleeding money. For years, Michael had been chasing quick wins. He'd built his business around short-term deals, fast profits, and chasing trends. It made him look successful on the outside. Nice car, big office, expensive watch. But now, the foundation was cracking. The truth hit him like a punch in the gut. I'd been living for today without ever thinking about tomorrow. What he didn't know yet was that this moment, the brink of collapse, would lead him to the principle that would save not just his business, but his life. Welcome to Miss Finance Tales, where money meets storytelling. Here, I turn powerful lessons about finance, wealth, and self-development into captivating stories you'll never forget. If you've ever wondered how the world's wealthiest people think, how small habits can change your financial future, or how timeless wisdom can guide you to success, you're in the right place. Subscribe, because every week I share stories that inspire, teach, and transform the way you see money and life. Michael had always been ambitious. Growing up, he swore he'd never struggle with money the way his parents had. He hustled harder than everyone else, chasing every opportunity that promised fast results. And for a while it worked. He earned quickly, spent lavishly, and showed off his success. Friends envied him. Family praised him. Strangers admired him. But beneath the surface, cracks were forming. He ignored long-term investments. He neglected building systems. He postponed learning new skills. His days were filled with urgency, but empty of strategy. It was like building a mansion on sand, impressive for a moment, but destined to collapse. The breaking point came one Tuesday morning. Michael sat across from his financial advisor, who slid a report across the table. "You're burning cash faster than you're earning it," the advisor said flatly. "If you keep this up, you'll be bankrupt within a year." Michael's throat tightened. Bankruptcy? Him, the man everyone thought was untouchable. Driving home that night, his chest heavy, he kept replaying the words. That was when he saw a billboard. "Your future is created by what you do today." It felt like the universe was mocking him, but deep down he knew it was true. His entire life had been about now. Instant gratification, quick deals, immediate wins, never about the consequences tomorrow. That weekend, desperate for guidance, Michael visited his old college professor, Dr. Harris, a man who had mentored him years ago. They sat in a quiet cafe, steam rising from their coffee cups. "Michael," Dr. Harris said gently, "every decision you make has consequences. The mark of maturity, the mark of success, is the ability to think long-term." Michael leaned forward, desperate. "But I don't know where to start." The professor smiled. "Start here. Ask yourself, what are the potential consequences of this choice? If it leads to long-term benefits, even if it's hard now, it's worth it. If it only satisfies today but hurts tomorrow, walk away." It was simple, yet it hit Michael like a thunderbolt. The very next week, Michael faced his first challenge. A client offered him a quick deal, fast cash, but with shady contracts and high risks. The old Michael would have jumped on it instantly. But now he paused. He asked himself, what will this look like in a year? In 5 years? The answer was clear: disaster. For the first time, he said no. It felt terrifying. Walking away from easy money made his stomach churn. But it also felt liberating. With his new mindset, Michael began rethinking everything. Instead of chasing small deals, he invested his time in building stronger partnerships, even if they took longer to pay off. Instead of spending recklessly, he began channeling his money into assets that grew over time, investments, education, and systems that scaled his business. Instead of burning himself out, he focused on long-term habits: reading, exercising, planning. The changes were small at first, but like planting seeds, Michael trusted that they would grow. Change is never smooth. Months later, when cash flow got tight, Michael was tempted to go back to his old ways: shortcuts, quick wins, risky deals. The voices of fear whispered, "What if this long-term stuff doesn't work? What if you lose everything?" One sleepless night, staring at his ceiling, he nearly caved. But then he remembered his professor's words: "The future is created by what you do today." And with trembling hands, he recommitted to long-term thinking. 6 months passed, then a year. The seeds Michael planted began to grow. His business stabilized. His investments started paying off. His stress levels dropped, replaced by a quiet confidence. One evening, as he looked out of his office window, he realized something profound. the consequences of his new decisions weren't just financial. They were personal. He had become calmer, wiser, more disciplined. He wasn't just chasing wealth, he was building a legacy. Years later, Michael stood on stage at a financial summit, addressing thousands of aspiring entrepreneurs. He told them about his reckless years, his near bankruptcy, and the lesson that saved him. Think long term. Consider the consequences. The small, hard choices you make today will compound into massive rewards tomorrow. The audience hung on his every word. Because he wasn't just speaking theory, he was living proof of it. Michael's story is a reminder for all of us. Every choice we make today, how we spend, how we work, how we use our time, creates consequences. Some bring temporary pleasure, but long-term pain. Others require sacrifice now, but bring freedom tomorrow. If you want financial freedom, focus, self-discipline, and true success, start asking yourself this one question every day. What are the long-term consequences of this action? Make the choice that your future self will thank you for.